We're in.
Hey.
Hi. Hi.
Hi. Oh, we're a little.
Yeah, you're just
Yeah, something happened. Something happened.
We'll get there. It's been a minute.
There we go.
Hey.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Perfect. Heroes and villains, thank you for joining us once again, or maybe for the very first time, this episode of the Umbra Initiative. I'm your Professor GM Colby, joined here by my lovely cast and crew. Will,
Hi.
who plays?
Hi.
David,
Hi.
who plays?
Barrett.
And Nicole, plays Gina. Well, we won't call her out. Arabella Modesto. Umbra Initiative is a Mutants and Masterminds tabletop show where we get dark, we get funny, we get action, we get drugs. And there were drugs last time.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right.
There were literally actual drugs.
Yeah, right.
Huh.
It's been a minute because we had our Halloween episode and we skipped a week, but we're back. So it's been about, this is our third week. So you went 2 episodes or 2 weeks without canon.
What a bummer.
Stuff.
Feels like forever.
It does.
Feels like an entire
I should jog
lifetime.
my own memory.
Some quick updates here. We have a Patreon, of course.
Hey.
Patreon.com/the Umbra Initiative, where you can support us directly, help us keep this going and upgrade all this stuff. We really appreciate it and need you, and get some exclusive content from there, including the post show, where we talk about the episode that just transpired, live reaction kind of thing, and the Into the Umbra written series, where you can see little backstories on some of the characters that you like, among other little goodies and bonuses. So patreon.com/the Umbra Initiative.
Hell yeah.
Our YouTube has a handle finally.
Yes.
So instead of being youtube.com/lowercase y27j, just look up the Umbra Initiative. That's where you can find us on YouTube.
Nice.
Polls, because guess what? We have a Discord.
We do.
Hey.
So this question is from the end of October.
Is this still
over
a
there,
candy one?
26. Yes.
The Halloween question.
Halloween's over, but that doesn't mean the candy's gone yet. So, poll question.
I just ate a lot of it, speaking of.
What is your favorite Halloween candy? We had candy corn, Swedish fish,
Yum.
Reese's, toothpaste,
No.
Snickers. Drum roll, please. The winner is a tie between Reese's and Snickers.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
You're
Those are the two
all
best
basic.
ones.
Yeah,
Those are the 2 best ones.
I voted toothpaste.
That's an interesting-
Yeah.
Reese's here all the way.
Yeah, oh, yeah, same.
The next week's poll question to be revealed. Which character could you take on in a fight?
Beautiful.
We have Barrett Stare without gun, Ike Vance without mech, Arabella, Cedric Collins, Puddin, or the Divine Jeweler.
I could take him on.
Yeah.
Which character could you take on in a fight? Go to our Discord,
I
linked
throw
in the
hands.
description.
I don't think anyone could beat Puddin. Whoever votes Puddin is wrong.
Yeah.
True, yeah.
A lot of people have voted already.
That's because we
Nice.
have an extremely active and friendly community, and you should join it.
Yeah, you should join us.
Yeah. Good stuff. It went up literally like 20 minutes ago. So good on you guys. Love you. You're gonna roll the dice?
Oh, yeah. What kind of day is it going to be?
Let's see. Winky Turtle!
Winky Turtle.
Oh, see, we knew it was a Winky day.
Last time was a turtle too, right? Last session?
Let me look.
Or the session before the Halloween?
It was a very happy fish. Have we gotten Winky Turtle yet? I don't know.
Winky Turtle's like a special.
You guys will have to answer that question later, too.
Yeah, Volanath needs to make the spreadsheet of the ratio of dice roll of Winky Turtles to Happy Frogs. All right, I think we're ready to go into the recap, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think we're ready.
I hope
Alright.
it's a long recap.
No. Actually, I think it's the shortest one.
Well, fuck me, I guess.
The story so far, Season 2, Episode 7. The Umbra stirs. As events in Arcadian Haven grow more and more dangerous, our heroes turn to Cedric and Xavier in hopes of maybe getting some outside help on the situation. Their conversation leads them to the dimensional tree where Misty and Bowie soon emerge. Misty Wanting to stay anonymous to present company, he's referred to as Agatha and warns the group that something is stirring within the Umbra. With Bowie in tow, the party enters the Umbra, finding themselves on a strange train. They meet Jian and Ku, members of the Task Force subroutine, the most elite agents among Bleeding Edge. Ike summons his mech Apex, destroying a portion of the car they're in, and after recovering their footing, the party proceed to the next car. It becomes evident that the train is a manifestation of Jian's Umbra, and they meet a younger version of the man who seems more amicable to the party. Moving from car to car, the party learn more about Jian's life, from his travels around the world, his work as a forensic photographer for the Chicago Police Department, and his ever-expanding addictions throughout time. Arabella, separated from the party, is confronted by Ku, who taunts her about the former's demonic form before leaving for the driver's cart. After a brief fight with Jian's own inner demons, the party gathers together and meets Jian and Ku. During their clash, Jian kicks Ku from his Umbra and is then promptly slain by Ike.
Oops. Damn.
The group is shown the brakes to the train, which transforms into a Genesis trigger upon being used, and they are booted from the Umbra. What will our heroes do with the Genesis trigger? How will the death of a Bleeding Edge agent be taken? Perhaps the answer lies in the Umbra.
Oh man. Oh man.
There's a lot to go over.
Trouble
This
brewing.
session. There's a lot.
Who did? Oh, I did. Okay, I'm right. I'm a dumb.
Okay.
I didn't.
Stupid evil.
I forgot who had the camera. I think I took it.
I think so.
Come on for a second. Let's see if it's picking up. All right, we're good. So, fade in. On the well-lit halls of a familiar manor, long corridors, perfectly kept carpets cleaned, sunlight shining through the recently polished windows, standing tall, their satin curtains. This old money with new renovations all along the walls and architecture. Vance Manor. We see a woman, black hair, dressed in a freshly pressed suit. Familiar, the house manager. Walking down. Seems to be in a bit of a hurry. A bead of sweat down her normally dry, composed face. She turns a corner and a maid stops. They bump into each other. The normally unfrazzled house manager, Marie, looking perturbed, shakes her head. Jessica, I'm sorry about that. Why do you look so frantic? Oh, Miss Marie, we, the master of the house has returned. I'm sorry? At the front, Marie walks by Jessica, the maid, now at a brisk, power-walking pace. Strange. She only recently got off the phone with Ike. She opens a wide door. Who claims... We fade to black.
Huh. Something's going down at your house. Someone's in your house. Someone's in your base killing your mans.
All right. We join our three heroes, sprawled out in a scattered pattern, heads facing each other almost in a triangular shape. In the center all is a ferret, upside down, butt in the air. Thank you.
There we go.
Perfect.
So, what do you do?
Do we have any of the things we took back?
Apex has been thrown a bit farther, laying on his back. Any of the things you took back? What are you checking for specifically?
The camera, the Genesis trigger, and the canisters.
You
The film.
remove these items, like frantically searching,
Yeah.
not looking around you or anything here. You see the canisters, and as you take them, you can look down and see quite acutely bits of the canisters are flaking off and shimmering, being carried off by a stray wind, very slowly.
Okay.
The camera given to you by Gian is perfectly intact. It almost hums with a power in your hands. And what was the other thing you wanted to
The
check?
Genesis trigger.
The Genesis trigger, yes, is in your hand. It's about as long as your forearm, thin, that ice pick-like shape with a slight groove and bulge at the top. What you carried is also, it still exists, but is also having that trailing, degrading quality to it.
Okay.
You have been ejected from Apex.
Right. Ow.
A couple shadows move over the three of you, and you see Agatha, Cedric, Xavier,
Yeah.
and Molly.
Okay.
Moves like. It looks as though they weren't ready by your side. It seems like they were in a place of rest and were suddenly jolted by your arrival. Cedric moves to you, Ike. Like, hey man, are you okay?
Oh. No.
You look to see Agatha. Her hair still sort of trailing, kind of similar to that effect of that degrading, kind of shimmering, triangular bits kind of falling from like this hood that's on her face, completely shrouding her. Looking like a specter in this instance.
I'm just gonna slowly get up.
Are you guys okay?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
No.
Like, make my way over to Ike.
Yeah, Molly also basically flanks the other side where Cedric is, and both Cedric and Molly help you up.
I can barely move.
Yeah.
Pale. Gaunt almost looking right now.
Yeah, Molly kind of turns your face like to face her by your cheek and just say, Ike, are you okay? Are you hurt? Are there... Looking around. What happened?
A lot. I can't.
Okay, all right, we can talk, come on. And Cedric and Molly start bringing you back towards the truck.
That damn kid, this is why I didn't want him involved.
I know. What are we gonna do about it now?
It's nothing that we can do.
We have to do something. First things first. I show you. Well, you take the Genesis trigger? Or did
Whoever pulled the brakes.
I think it
might
was
have
you.
been me.
Yeah,
I think
okay.
It might have been me.
Yeah, so I point to that and I show you the camera.
Yeah, we got a couple of knickknacks here, huh?
One very, very important knickknack.
Yeah, I feel like we might want to hide this.
We have to tell Misty.
Yeah, we'll let her know.
I got that.
You should put it somewhere safe for now. That too.
Yeah. I don't... yeah.
We should consider that camera as dangerous as this.
I don't think that's necessarily true, but I'll keep it safe anyway.
Yeah, until we know what it can do.
Are you hurt? Do you need any help?
I'll be okay. I'm just gonna take out the vial that I took.
Okay. Yeah. You see, it's an auto injector, right?
Yeah.
Like an EpiPen or anything similar. There's no indication that there's any, like, no visual indication that there's any material substance in it, but you can feel like a sloshing inside when you turn it over.
Like, just by looking at the degrading quality of it, is there any indication of like how long this is gonna last?
Make an intellect roll or investigate.
Definitely investigate.
First roll.
18.
18.
Nice.
You think it's going to take at least a couple days.
Okay.
It's pretty slow, but it's moving along.
This was inside of there.
You took it with you?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's a type of drug. I don't know too much about it, but I do know that I was tasked to kill those that were injected with it a lifetime ago.
It's called neoadrenaline. It says Xavier. I'm walking up to you guys.
You know what it is?
Yeah, we've seen it a lot.
What
Where?
do you know about it?
Yeah.
It's not new. Maybe about 5 years old, give or take.
Do you know exactly what it does?
He shrugs, says, "Would you believe me if I said it gives you superpowers?"
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what it does.
It just gives you superpowers?
I don't know how. I don't know the science behind it, and well,
That's why I took it with me. I think we have a couple people here who could learn the science behind it.
Yeah, do you think... Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know what they're... I mean...
in a backwater place like this,
Surprisingly.
I think I'm inclined to believe you a little more now.
I don't know.
Well, I
what
just
they're-
want to know what it was that I killed for.
She just shrugs. I mean, you were working for Bleeding Edge. I don't know that they have any good reasons for you, Barrett.
Well, still. I want to figure out what I can.
We should definitely have Molly take a look. I don't know if that's their expertise necessarily, but...
Me either, but I don't know any other sciencey types.
We should check on Ike, I think. Or let him rest, maybe. I don't know.
I don't have the best bedside manner. Maybe that's best left to you.
Well, we at least need to get Agatha.
That's me.
Did she go with Ike, or is she still out?
She's with you guys.
Oh, she is. Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Just letting you get your bearings, talk, all that. She's not trying to be too invasive. You can tell. Make an insight roll.
Insight. Okay. Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
balls. 13.
She's definitely listening in.
Okay.
Kind of not fully facing you, kind of
Right,
shoulder to you guys, looking at more towards Ike,
Yeah.
his direction.
I kind of like go up to her and tap her. I'm like, "Hey, Agatha. We found something."
Yeah, let's talk about it. There's a faint distortion to her voice, like this warble at the end of the word, as if it's coming from two different channels and kind of conflicting with itself.
Yeah, I'll just hold out the Genesis trigger.
Okay, what am I looking at?
This is, from what we understand, what they use to induce the Umbras.
I'm not exactly sure how it works, but
Whoever uses it has the number open, I assume.
She grabs it, kind of looks up at it.
They have multiple. That's just one.
Feels light. It doesn't feel particularly unique. That's the phrase we're using here. Hands it back. We have to take a better look at it. That could be exactly what we need.
Oh, let's hope.
Yeah. That was rough. I don't know how Ike's gonna take that.
What happened? Did they hurt him?
Yeah, but he killed them. It's gonna take a while for him to cope with that.
Yeah. It sucks. It really does. Getting pulled in so young.
Yeah.
Maybe you should give him some space.
Yeah, I think he's best left with Molly for now.
I agree.
Keep an eye on him, but he'll be okay.
Right. Looks over to the sprawled out mech. I don't think I can pick that one up.
Yeah, well, I don't know what we're gonna do about that.
I mean, I guess he'll get it. He knows, right? I don't know.
And none of us can move it.
As Ike moves farther and farther into the woods, the Apex is laying there, leaves falling onto it.
I'm gonna actually go up to Apex.
Okay.
And can I do like a treatment check?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's I always forget how this works. The treatment check itself is what's it called? Just
It's diagnostics.
mastery.
Oh.
I have skill mastery for it. I mean,
Oh.
for treatment check.
Oh, I think that means you can
Just yeah.
take a 10, right? If you want.
It becomes a
I
routine
always
check.
forget. Yeah, it's a routine check. I
That's,
just
that's an advantage. Is that's an advantage?
yeah, it's an advantage. Yeah.
It's either that or you can don't take penalties under certain circumstances. One
Yeah,
of those two.
I don't remember. I always forget every time.
Let's check. Yeah, we don't use that advantage a lot.
Skill mastery. You can make routine checks with that skill even when under pressure. This advantage does not allow you to make routine checks with skills that do not normally allow you to do so. You can take this advantage multiple times for a different skill.
So routine check would be just like
Means you basically auto succeed.
Yeah, you don't have to roll.
is that?
Pretty sure, right? Routine check just means that like
It's
something
like
you
it
can
turns
do.
into a
Take a
base 10. Routine
Yeah,
checks
it's
254.
that's what I just always forget. I'm so sorry.
Oh wait, didn't it say under pressure? Which
Yeah, I think it only applies on like you don't get the.
I thought it said
You can
do
still
it
do
even
a
under
routine
pressure.
check even while under pressure.
Oh.
Routine checks reflect that some tasks and situations are so trivial it's not worth having to play or roll a check. It would be illogical for the character to have a real chance of failing at the task, since failure should be rare enough to constitute a complication in that situation. Examples include things like a competent driver handling a car under ordinary conditions, or a trained professional performing the routine tasks of a job. Routine checks save time, so you don't need to ask the player for a check. But,
Yeah, this saved a lot of time, guys.
yeah, really.
All that time I could have just
Yeah.
rolled.
But basically, like, so even if we're in
So-
combat, you can just do a routine treatment check because you have skill mastery.
Okay,
so good at
does
it.
that apply to just all the time, or just when we're like in a combat?
there's a chance for failure. It's up to the DM or GM,
I could
professor.
just roll for it, but I just want to know what it does for later.
Yeah, because this would be an average check.
Right,
Because you aren't under pressure. There's plenty of time here. I mean, how injured is Apex?
Well,
So that would probably.
Right, that's what I'm trying to figure out. I guess I could just heal you and not even care about it, but
oh right. Oh, I mean, from
Or
a
at least
visual
part.
perspective, like the armor on the torso and on other places is absolutely busted. But all the underlying synthetic meat parts seem like they've been anywhere there's was an injury that you may have seen has now been healed over with relatively fresh scar tissue.
okay.
So if you're diagnosed injuries and ailments with an eye towards further treatment, this takes at least a minute. At the GM's discretion, a successful diagnosis provides a +2 bonus for favorable circumstances on further treatment checks.
Okay. So
It is DC 10 to do the diagnostics over there, which is a routine check.
right.
So you don't need to roll. You would automatically succeed.
Okay.
To basically now everything he just said.
Yeah, it was all pretty obvious, I thought.
Yeah, you're just like, why he's fun.
Yeah.
Like the extent of the damage is,
Right.
you know, he was hurt.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to see what damage I could help with. When I'm gonna try to like gently like nudge him, like Apex. I don't know.
Yeah. You touched. Moves up, sitting upright now.
Sorry. Yeah, I'll just heal him for whatever else I can heal him for. I guess.
Make a heal roll.
21.
Oh, that's 3 wounds.
Right, he is healthy as a mech.
He has a new toe step. Yeah, you watch as some of that sinew, like wires, rebound themselves. That energy pulsing through, almost like welding these pieces shut with this pulsing energy.
Hey, did you figure out how to move them?
No. Sorry, I can't help with the tech part.
Stands up. Looks towards Ike's direction.
Oh,
That thing is
impressive.
so scary.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh boy. Xavier scratches the back of his head. Yeah, alright. I think I'm gonna call some help.
You couldn't have done that before?
Well, I didn't know how truly serious this was before then.
We did tell you.
Yeah, I get told a lot of things.
Well, yeah, have fun with that. We're gonna go rest.
Yeah. Ugh.
Oh boy. So Xavier starts also going towards the direction of the truck. Agatha looks to the two of you. Thanks again for this.
Sure.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, back to the convent then.
Yeah, I think we could all use it.
Yeah.
All right. So, return to your car. I think you all went.
I think we all
truck.
went into the truck.
Yeah, I think we did
Like,
too.
Yeah, I think as you guys start making your truck, you've reached it by now. They open the side door, and Cedric, Molly start bringing you inside. They lean you against the plush couch. Cedric looks at you. Molly sits right beside you. Oh man. Okay, you're not driving, evidently. I'll drive. All right. And you guys hear the engine. The whole truck lurches in the back for a moment as Apex gets back in on his own. And Cedric
Oh no. Scratches your car.
Crashes the whole trip.
drives
we all
pretty
die.
well.
Oh. Oh, there you go. Cool.
Takes it nice and slow. Hits 4 potholes. Somehow in this dirt.
But you only need to replace 2 tires.
Yeah.
So
Apex
really,
fell out the back.
It's getting worse and worse.
it's fine.
And after a little bit, you guys arrive back at the convent. It's kind of strange being inside the RV where you have Xavier, Cedric, Molly, Ike laying down on the couch, you two, Bowie sitting on like the table, and then Agatha.
We're just all-
I actually think Cedric and Xavier, did they go in a different vehicle?
I think
I don't
they
know.
did. I think they did.
Oh, they were already there, I think, when we got there.
Yeah, they left it behind. Fuck it.
Alright.
I'm making the executive choice. Safety in numbers.
Yeah.
It's been 3 weeks, guys. So, what do you guys do when you arrive?
I'm gonna immediately like make like tea or cocoa for everyone.
Yeah, Molly and Cedric bring you into the common room where there is this CR television, a corner, one love seat, and a couch. And they lay you down on the couch. Molly goes to the linen closet that's on this floor as well, grabs a little blanket, throws it over you. And kind of leave you there. The kitchen area, the front door, it's sort of connected. There's no, it's not separated rooms, so they just kind of walk 15 feet to the right, look back. Molly says, what happened? He's a mess.
He was forced to make a hard decision.
What? Elaborate, please.
We ran into some people under Bleeding Edge. The people who are currently after us and Ike. They attacked us, and we couldn't do anything about it, and Ike had to defend himself for his life.
She's pacing, but very quick paces. It's like not going more than 3 steps before turning on her heel and just moving back and forth. Just completely lost in thought now.
It wasn't meant to happen that way. We tried.
I didn't want him involved.
Cedric sitting at the counter, just tapping his finger, not looking at anybody in particular. It's quiet. Agatha's not even with you guys. She darted off to her room that you graciously given to her. Xavier also did not come inside. You saw him basically whip out a phone and stay outside.
It's gonna be hard for him for a while.
And what was this for? Like, why would...
Listen, Molly, there are these people who are trying to...
No, I get it. We're in danger. People are after us. It's... But why that moment? Why was...
What I did was good.
Was it?
It was necessary.
Well, you tell him that.
It won't help. Not him. Just trying to make you understand.
All we could do is just help him sort through this.
You watch as Bowie jumps onto the opposite love seat and grabs one of the throw pillows and just pulls it off, falls on him and starts dragging it, and hops his back leg onto Ike and pulls up the pillow and puts it over your face. Not smothering you, just like places it. Bowie. Molly disconnects from the two of you, takes the pillow, puts it under.
At this point, I'm worried about Molly too.
Yeah. Anyone who's involved in this, it's gonna get difficult.
Yeah. That includes you, Cedric.
What was that? Say something? I'm sorry. I was a little disassociated there for a second.
Are you guys... are you sure that this is what you want to do? Considering everything now that you know the severity of what's going on.
Oh man. Another world-ending conflict. People die and...
Do you remember the first time you had to kill someone?
Cedric and the GM ponder.
I don't know.
I don't think I've ever killed anyone.
Surprising. You're in New York.
I've driven. What does that mean?
You're in the hills.
Wait.
Oh, yeah. It's like, we're not all I'm walking here kind of guys, my man. We don't carry. Unpack that one. I've run over zombies. Does that count?
I guess it's a little different.
Yeah, no, I don't think I've never killed anyone.
Well, then maybe you shouldn't do this.
It's not like I haven't been around a lot of death.
It's different when you're the one who causes it.
Well, how would you learn to cope with being around it?
Jokes.
Yeah, that adds up.
Not funny ones, mind you, but
Well, I
you
think
just deal with it. You do it because it's for the right reasons. What you think is right. We helped a lot of people. We still do.
I think Ike might need a pep talk. I'm too desensitized to this stuff to do it myself.
I don't know if I'm the one to give it. I haven't known him that long. If anybody is, it's motions over to Molly.
yeah.
Why don't we just give it a night? Let it process, right? You guys look like hell.
Feel like it.
Alright. You don't have to tell me twice to step away from everyone.
Yeah. But can I talk to you for a second, Barrett? In private?
Yeah.
Yeah, just Xavier and I will just go back to our dinky hotel all the way back in town. Just starts walking away. Oh, the two of us, dangerous roads that night around here.
Cedric, if you want to stay, you can.
Don't mind if I do.
But don't go in the basement and don't go on the second floor, please.
Oh, yeah. Sure, no problem.
Okay.
5 minutes later.
This place was great. Yeah, he goes outside to talk to Xavier.
Okay.
What do you need?
So we have the Genesis trigger now, and we're gonna need Agatha to figure out what to do with that.
Yeah, probably.
There's another slight problem. May not even be a problem, it could just be nothing. I don't think that I think it's still looking a cartridge in me. But yeah, it's like it shouldn't be a problem.
What?
I think that the kin is still alive.
How is that possible?
I don't know. Really.
Okay. And all this kin stuff always flew over my head. Maybe they just don't die.
I don't know, but
How do you know?
Raj told me. And not only that, but every time we go into an Umbra, something happens, and when we went into that one, I saw it, and I don't know if it was an illusion or not, but
Alright. Well, if Raj said it, it's probably true.
which is why I wanted to talk to you about it, because you know better than, anyone else now.
So when you say you saw it in the Umbra, how? How so? What did it look like?
Well, it was definitely hurt, and from what Raj told me, it's almost regrowing, for lack of a better term, and he said I might have the chance to influence it.
Influence it?
I guess how it grows, or
Alright, well, if it's still there somewhere. It's probably not an illusion that you've been seeing.
Every time I go into an Umbra, it gets stronger.
Does it communicate with you?
Not really. Not in any
Alright.
meaningful way.
Well, you're the only one who knows how it works. Maybe next time you see it, try to talk to it.
Well,
If you can influence it, maybe take control of it.
I mean, that's what I'll try to do. It's not like I have any other choice, but if the worst happens, I just need you to get everybody out.
Alright, yeah.
I just don't want it to be a surprise.
Okay, first hint I have at seeing the kin, I'll get everyone out.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What do you think about Cedric?
Same thing I always thought about him, he's an idiot.
Do you think that they can call anybody that will help us?
And they say they have contacts.
But do you trust that?
Depends on who the contacts are. If it's just more kids like them, then I can't see them being a threat, but might not be much help either.
I was just curious, I guess, to see what you think, but only time will tell.
Yeah.
Both of me perception rolls.
I think this is 11.
Share with the class.
Natural ones.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
All right. You guys are fine.
great.
I was like, oh, something's in my eye. Eyelash or something.
Yeah, weird.
Almost an eyelash. Oh, man. Sorry, I disassociated.
Yeah,
like
sorry, I was not here for a second.
Can you repeat all that?
I like move my arm up and my coat like snags the flashbang on my waist.
Oh, again, not again!
Arabella's like immune to it now.
Yeah. It triggers a T-pose.
Okay.
Alright, well, I'll let you get some rest, but just wanted to give you a heads up.
Yeah, alright.
All right. Does anybody want to do anything before the night ends? Molly's gonna stay with you. She pulls up the love seat in front.
Just weakly reach out.
Yeah, she grabs your hand. Has it on her lap. Kind of just like strokes your palm.
Barely moving. No grip. Just.
Yeah, she talks to you throughout the night, but just nothing like pertinent. It's her talking about stuff. Just like, I think at some point, you know, first it's about, I kind of miss homework. Moves on to, you make, with a -2 to the circumstances.
-5.
A -5. Okay, I love it. Make it. Make a, I guess, insight roll.
Oh God.
That's
not great.
Insight's high.
12.
12. Wow, that was a -5 too. Yeah, you catch little slips from her of like, and I miss home. And I miss what we were working on. Just these deeper, sort of more three-dimensional wants and needs.
Sorry. It's
Here we go.
wrong skill.
Yeah. Okay.
Not perception. Insight. So
Yeah.
6.
She uses a pick on your brain.
My apologies.
You get none of that. You lose your day, sir.
I apologize.
You
No.
hear it, but then you immediately forget it.
Yeah, you're like, what? Yeah, you're like your vision was like fading, and then like the fuzzy, and then you think it's her, but then like your vision focuses, and it's like Cedric holding your hand. Like, yeah, man, and I miss like Yodels. They're tasty.
It's too weak to pull my hand away.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm glad we're having this time to get that. All right, yeah. So anything anybody wants to do for the night? I want to say how cool the GM is. Thank you, Nicole. Wow. All right.
I'm just gonna leave the auto injector just like on the desk in my room. I'm also just gonna take out the Genesis trigger and just mess around with it a bit.
Yeah, I think what you see with the Genesis trigger, it's sleek, right? It's but it's minimalist in its design. You're wondering, what is this mechanism? It's very light in your fingers, like paper. When moonlight filters through your window, peering through the glass, you see it shimmers against that deteriorating auto injector. Like whatever light reflects on it kind of just bounces off and faint traces. Yeah, and that's what you. Yeah.
Sorry.
Are you going to bed, Arabella?
Yeah.
All right.
Excuse
So.
me.
Let's go to the next day. December 8th, Tuesday. So, Ike, you awaken, just thrown into this completely deep slumber, dreamless, before waking up exhausted, still on the couch looking at the ceiling of the common room. Nobody around you.
Roll off the couch.
Your shoulder hits a chair, like the love seat. Oh, kind of disorienting, but you recover. Blanket spills off of you. You're still in your attire, probably the suit.
Is anyone else in the room?
Make a perception roll.
Oh wait, that's a 7.
That's not
out of
terrible.
1.
Oh, okay, that's better.
All right. So altogether 15.
You hear a from the kitchen.
I'm just gonna go up to my room.
All right. Yeah. You get up. Are you trying to sneak out?
Yeah.
Make a stealth roll.
There
Oh,
we go.
nice. You got the good.
Yeah. Where's my boring stats to there? 28.
28.
Damn,
Oh
oh
my
my
gosh.
Oh my god.
Plus 10 to my
Holy
stealth.
shit.
Damn.
Amazing.
This suit. How does the suit work with its stealth capabilities?
Right. I didn't even count that in there. That I can go invisible as long as I don't move more than half speed.
Oh, so you move very slowly.
Yep. Completely invisible.
And so light just bends off of this advanced piece of tech.
Dang.
Nice.
All right. You
Damn.
move like a ghost. And the sizzling just vanishes as you move up the stairs to the second floor. And into your room. What do you do in your room?
Sit down on the bed, put my head in my hands, and just think uncomfortable thoughts.
Yeah, I think there's like an old clock beside your bed. Reads like 6:30 a.m. Still early. You too. You wake up. What do you do?
I sit up, slick my hair back, put on my suit, grab a sandwich from the fridge. I want to head down to the kitchen with my briefcase and just kind of sit at the table.
Yeah, there's no Ike on the couch. You wake up pretty early though, right?
Yeah.
Just by the time you get ready, you do all that. Say it's like past 6:30 at that point.
Yeah.
Closer to 7. Yeah, you see Molly cooking.
Hey, Molly.
Oh, hey. How's Ike?
I haven't seen him.
Is he on the... Oh, you hear some ruffling of bags and paper. Like, what? Oh, come on. Did you see him? You didn't see him at all?
No.
Oh, okay. Great. Awesome.
Maybe you just need some time alone.
Yeah, maybe. You want some breakfast? You look past the counter, you can see eggs that have been broken into a pan, but like shells are still in it, like poking out of an omelet, making it look like some sharp trap.
Yeah, sure. Give me some.
All right, new recipe over here. I put a lot less cumin in this one.
That's good.
Arabella?
She's just gonna get like a bunch of linens out, like just like do some kind of like cleanup, try to make it look like presentable. Try to get like do maintenance and stuff around. Gosh, excuse me. And go through her usual routine.
Okay. So essentially what's going to happen here, I wanted to get past the immediate morning to see a few days are going to pass before the next event. Generally, so we're going to give it about, so today's Tuesday. Essentially, I'm going to ask how your characters spend the next 5 days.
Okay.
Going towards Sunday.
All right.
So, whoever wants to start.
Well, one thing I definitely want to do is give Molly the auto injector.
The auto injector. Okay, when do you want to do that? Right away? Wait.
Yeah, like as soon as possible.
Yeah, I think she kind of throws the tosses the plate, slides it. You see it, tried to make the omelet like a smiley face with a little ketchup on it, but even that's messed up somehow. Bon appetit.
Thanks. It looks great.
Yeah, I'm gonna go bring some up to Ike's room.
That's a good idea. Hey, I know it's a tough time, but I have a favor to ask you.
Oh, okay, yeah. What do you need?
This thing. Pull out the auto injector. There's a kind of substance inside of this.
Okay.
If you can run some kind of scan or analysis or some sciencey mumbo jumbo on it, figure out what's in it.
Not much of a lab person, are you, Mr. Stare?
No, not really.
She takes it.
Yep.
Sure.
It's dangerous. Be careful, but
And got any more info on it for me?
it's a drug called apparently neoadrenaline.
Okay.
It's according to Xavier, it's supposed to give people superpowers, but
Oh.
I've seen it give people hard malformations.
Seems appropriately comic booky.
Yeah, I used to kill for the stuff, so I'm just curious to what it is.
Oh, did you take it? Were you addicted?
Oh, no, not me.
Like literally.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, she kind of at that sheeps a little bit away from you. I'm gonna go to Ike's room. Yeah, I'll take a look at it for you right away.
Thank you.
Amazing.
And when she leaves, I take like one bite of the breakfast and just like.
This isn't a sandwich.
Yeah.
Senator comes down. Like, what is for breakfast?
Yeah, I got your plate right here.
Yeah.
Amazing.
As we hear retching from downstairs, we see Molly go up to Ike's room. Door shut, I imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Ike? It's okay. If you don't want to talk or anything, I made breakfast. I'll just leave it outside your door, okay?
It's all right. Come on in.
Hey. How you doing? That's a stupid question.
Oh.
Sorry. She walks in. There's every room has a small writing desk on it, opposite of the bed. She places your plate of food on it, pulls up the chair beside the bed, and sits down. Do you want to change your clothes or anything?
Yeah, probably.
I'll get you some soon.
Hey, random question.
Yeah.
What do you think is a good person?
A good person?
Yeah. How would you define a good person?
She leans back in the chair. Good person. I think maybe it's someone... I think it's someone who has the power to do anything, but chooses to use it to make someone else's life better. What do you think?
I'm not sure right now, but I kind of like that. I like what you're saying.
She stands up and she looks right at you as you're sitting down on your bed, and her face is growing really red, and she sits beside you and grabs you and just pulls your head onto her lap.
Face turns bright red.
Yeah, both of you. It's really stiff, kind of forced in a way. She just says, we're in way over our heads here, aren't we?
Yeah, probably.
Moment of silence. Through your room, you can see the sunlight of the morning just bleeding right through. It's a faint crack in your window, and you feel that cool breeze across your hot red face. It says, I think we're gonna be okay though, Ike. I came here with you because I know that if you went away without me, we wouldn't be able to change the world together.
For the better, right?
Right. You know, we're scientists and engineers, right? We want to fix everything, make it better. But some people just want to break it all down.
Yeah.
You feel her fingers run through your hair. She says, don't let them break you too, Ike.
Okay.
I just lay there for a little while.
Yep.
Looking at the breakfast across. Growing cold. Oh no.
It stares at you menacingly.
Yeah, you hear that. The breakfast. Arabelle, what do you You said you're going through your morning normal routine. Okay. As we skip through the day, as always, feel free to stop me if something is meant to happen, whatever. But as we skip through, I think Ike, partway throughout, we sort of just faded to black at that moment. We cut back. Ike, you have new clothes. I think we go to you and Molly at the back of the truck in the little lab. Apex locked in. And at the table, you see a auto injector. Yes, he told me to do some sciencey thingamajigs to it. I don't have anything for that here. Do you have like a centrifuge in here or something? I don't like.
I wish. Maybe we need to get some stuff delivered. We could probably buy some good equipment that we're going to need over the next couple of months. Who knows how long we're going to be here,
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. How about we run some rudimentary tests on this, maybe?
Sure.
Is there anything else we need to do?
I just got to get Apex back up into fit condition, but other than that, it won't take long. We can focus on this all day if you need to.
Sure. What about the thing you brought back, the other things?
The camera and that sort of stuff?
If you want me to look at the camera, we could do that. The Genesis trigger.
I don't know what we should do to that. That's dangerous.
That's the whole point we went in there, right?
True.
Just one thing at a time, right?
Yeah, if we're going to do anything with that, you got to get everyone involved in that so they all know what we're doing. Okay.
Well, let's do some tests on this then for now.
Okay.
All right. So she's going to assist you on a... I guess this would be a technology roll. For not having the proper tools for this, it will be at a -5.
That's fair.
I get a +2 from her.
All right. 14.
14 total?
Yep.
So throughout the couple hours, the two of you, you can confirm by the end of the day, give or take a few hours, or I'm sorry, I should say early tomorrow, so on Wednesday, it will be completely dissolved, degraded. It's rapidly degrading. Other than that, there's not much you can... The materials of the actual injector itself are real, like the actual metal plastic casing of it. They're real, they're tangible, but upon further scrutinization with the tools you have, there is a strange quality to it, but you can't ascertain what it might be.
We just don't have the tools for this. There's no way we're going to get anything meaningful out of this.
I don't think we have enough sample sizes either of the substance.
I don't know where we're going to get more either.
I'm not quite sure. I don't think we're going back there anytime soon.
Hope not.
And Molly's also like, both of you are kind of in work mode now. Molly has her hair all tied back. She has this coat on that kind of sprawls over the wheelie chair that she's in, that she constantly, the way she paced in those 3 steps, she's kicking back in short bursts, just pacing with the wheels of the chair. Yeah, chewing on a pencil, like, or a dry erase marker at this point. Yeah, I'm not sure about this one.
We need more. We need the tools for it. I'm just gonna beat our heads against the wall. I'm gonna see what I can do for getting some stuff delivered here. I'll do that tomorrow, but for now, I'll go break the bad news to Barrett.
Okay. Should probably do other experiments soon too.
Yeah.
When we can. So we can go to that conversation then before unless anybody wants to do anything else.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
You do you, boo-boo.
Okay. Bear, what are you doing in the middle of the day?
Cleaning my gun.
Okay. Where are you?
just like in the kitchen. It's like at the kitchen table.
That's why the
It's
food
like-
tastes so good.
It's got like the parts laid out, and it's like cleaning each one.
Yeah. Cedric and Xavier had gone home by this point. Yeah, two of you walk in to the kitchen to see all these parts.
Wow. And you say you're not a scientist.
Right.
Or at least somebody who knows their way around tools.
Right. Engineer.
Yeah.
Of a sort, I guess. What's going on?
So we took a look at that as best we could, given the limited tools we had. That auto injector that you scavenged back from there.
Yeah, figure anything out?
We just don't have the tools to examine it in a meaningful way here now.
All right.
So
Unfortunate.
at this rate, it's more than half gone. It's probably going to be all gone by tomorrow, if I had to guess.
Damn it. All right. Thanks for trying.
Yeah. Sorry I couldn't do more. Sorry we couldn't do more.
No, it was just for personal reasons, honestly. It's not that important.
Well, I mean, anything that those jackasses are doing to hurt us is something we got to know about, right?
Yeah, fair enough. So you think it's gonna be gone before you can figure anything out?
I mean, I don't know how we're going to find the tools for that. Is there a college or a university level laboratory somewhere in this town?
Not that I know of.
Downfall.
Yeah.
What about a pharmacy? They might have something to synthesize chemicals there we could use.
I mean, yeah, you could try looking in town, but I don't know if you'll find anything fancy.
We can ask around.
We gotta.
If you can't, don't beat yourself up over it. I mean, we got the name of the drug. That's a step in the right direction.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna buy some at least decent quality lab equipment, move it in here with, permission, of course.
All right. With your position, do you think you could ask around if anyone knows about this stuff?
I mean, you want me to reach out to my company and see if any of them have heard about this dangerous drug that turns you into what would you say? Some sort of...
I guess that's not the best idea. All right.
Barrett, make a perception roll.
18.
Ooh.
Very idly, it's known that Molly's a bit of a fidgeter. And as you guys are talking and having this conversation, she just reaches down for one of the parts of your gun to just pick up, kind of mess with a little.
Yeah.
She just reaches down.
Yeah, as soon as she does, I'm just put my head out like, don't.
I'm sorry. I didn't even realize. I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's has some kind of protection mechanism.
Okay.
On that part?
That part specifically?
All of them.
Oh.
Oh, wow. Weird, but okay.
Yeah, it'll hurt you if you touch it.
Sure, I'll
Okay.
take your word for it, Mr. Stare Sir.
I mean, I really appreciate the work you guys are doing.
Yeah, of course.
I know you probably still aren't feeling great, but it'll be okay
Yeah?
eventually.
Looking over at Molly.
Molly is not making eye contact. Just starts walking out.
Right before I leave is why I lean back. Hey, Barrett, question for you.
Yeah.
How would you define a good person?
That's a loaded question.
Gut reaction, what do you got?
Someone who cares about the greater good more than themselves.
Interesting. Start to leave.
Okay. So, we continue the Ike episode.
We don't have to do that. Please do not.
No, I'm happy to. I'm happy to.
I like the Ike episode.
They had a whole season. Fuck that. Fuck that. What the
I
hell?
like it.
Well, thank you.
Are you going to ask around town with Molly? Or abandon that?
Yes, but very quickly.
Yeah, you make an investigate roll, like a general ask around.
Well, before that.
Oh, yeah.
Leave.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
I need to ask Arabella a quick question as well. Hey, there you are.
Yeah.
Here we are in the
Doing some laundry or like
laundry.
something.
Hey, question for you.
Okay.
I wanted to move in some lab equipment into the building. I know, you asked me to ask permission before doing anything like that. Is that okay?
Yeah, it should be no problem as long as there's room for it.
Okay.
Which,
And
I mean, there's a lot of room, so
might be 2 or 3 rooms. Is that okay?
there's plenty of rooms here, so it shouldn't be a problem.
Okay. I know not to go into the basement or onto the
Yeah,
second floor, so.
thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, shouldn't be a problem.
It's like there's this wide open field that you guys are in, or it's more like behind the building, but you can see down below the decline the massive sinkhole from over here. But the lines that you have of the sheets all billowing white, and you just see Bowie inside one of the basket that you had folded, just all your folded sheets just
No, Bowie, stop!
covered in mud. Just
No! It took so long.
Wait, are you still doing laundry by hand? Is that what this is?
Well,
Okay.
we have a broken laundry machine. It works sometimes.
Okay.
But the dryer just has been gone for a long time.
Okay. With your permission, I'm going to probably buy a few additional appliances, if that's okay.
Well, don't go too crazy. I don't want you to do too much. I mean, I know you're staying here for a little bit, but it's really, it's okay.
the basket flips over,
Bowie!
rolls down the hill. Bowie's
Yeah.
just freaking out.
We can get him. Has he been spayed or neutered?
I don't want to look.
That's fair.
He's too sentient.
Okay. Yeah. I'll be back later today.
Sure, no problem.
Yeah. Thank you again. Really appreciate everything you've done for me by letting us stay here
It's
with you.
really no problem. You're doing me more of a favor than I'm doing you.
I guess so.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've got this question that's sort of been bouncing around in my head. You seem like a good person to ask. What with being part of the church and all that.
Okay.
I guess technically, are you still technically part of the church?
Well, we're having a service on Sunday. I don't know if that's legal with the church. I haven't talked to any deacons or like anyone really in a long time.
Huh.
But yeah, I've grew up with it and trained in it for a long time.
Okay.
Never really got out of the novitiate phase.
Well, that's fair. So this question I've had bouncing around in my head. How would you describe a good person?
I mean, I don't know if that has a generic answer to it. I mean, you could say all of the things. They're kind, they're generous. They think of others, but you could do all of those things and still be a bad person. So really, it just comes down to your intentions, I guess.
Intentions. Huh. Interesting.
I think being a good person means you try to do good things. The intention been more than the action, because we all make mistakes, and that's the nature of being human.
Interesting perspective. Well, giving me plenty to think about while I head into town. Do you need anything else when I'm in there? Groceries, etc.
Maybe just a few.
Okay.
Milk.
Milk. Looks like I bought the supermarket.
Yeah. So that's fine.
Heading into town then?
Yes.
Okay. So after you purchase milk.
Oh no. Oh, I purchase.
Milk.
Yeah.
Milk.
I purchase
So do you want to go shop first? Investigate? What do you want to do first?
investigate first.
Okay, make the investigate roll. Let me
You want
have her
those
help
groceries in your car.
Plus
for too
two.
long.
+2. All right. All right. All right.
Molly's doing pretty well today.
Oh wait, I'm untrained in that. So.
Oh, auto.
That auto fail, yeah.
Yeah.
Then make a perception roll.
Okay.
Or a general presence roll, I think works.
Nice.
General presence roll.
Those dice,
Higher
man.
DC.
High or low? Is that what you said?
No, it's going to be a higher DC.
Oh, higher. Okay.
It is
Okay.
not the proper scale.
With the +2 from. Yeah. Okay. So that is a 21.
Wow. Okay.
Dang.
Okay. So I think what's happening is you can't really get into like finding the specific people at first who you think you would need to get the right information. So it becomes this sort of I'm bouncing around different places. You're dating a lot of the wrong people at first. People who are clueless. A lot of Arcadian Haven right now, a lot of shops are closed. And the little mom and pop places that you see, little tiny clothing outlets, all the knickknacks. These places are closed down. They're locked. Their signs are closed. A lot of people have left.
Yeah, not surprising.
Yeah, but there's still a healthy-ish degree of or number of people here. It takes you quite a few hours, like the better part of the day, to start getting more info about like, hey, you're looking specifically for equipment, right? Like, do you tell them what info are you giving people and what it's for? What kind of equipment? Like, if you were to ask somebody, what are you getting at?
Yeah, just sort of probably the specific names for the equipment. So like a spectral analyzer for, seeing what things are made up of chemicals and, oh God, my Will's brain is forgetting the term of it, but you literally just said it a few minutes ago.
The centrifuge.
Centrifuge, thank you, yes. Things like that.
I think you end up finally stopping at one man. This kind of, we'll say you're in the shopping area, kind of like close to giving up a bit, going towards the supermarket, just asking around. People are friendly enough. People either just tell you like, I don't know. They give you weird like, I don't know what a ectoplasm scanner is, whatever. One man, you stop him. He's a large bulging gut with a shirt that's a little too short for him. He wears a toupee, this brown toupee. Older gentleman, looks kind of grimy, dirty, has suspenders on, looks over. His name's Randall Sven. It looks like he's waiting for some people outside of his truck. And he says, I think I know what you're looking for, some fancy stuff. I think the doctor might be able to help you.
Oh,
Smartest guy I know around here.
of course. Yeah, that would be. Thank you. Yeah. Where's that at?
Give you a long look. Let's look for Doc House Place, about 4 blocks down south. And he's just giving you and Molly the dirtiest look. Molly kind of shies back.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Something wrong?
Asked him a lot of questions if someone's not around here.
I just moved here.
So you did. A lot of trouble started again.
All right. Well,
Just know my boys and I are watching out for this town now. He reaches into the open window of his pickup truck, pulls out a flyer, and you see Arcadian Haven Militia. Contact Sven at Savings Sven's gas station. It has like the oh my god, Uncle Sam.
Yep.
Like on it, but with like a map of Arcadian Haven, like JPEG. Like it's just very crudely, like their colors all bleeding into each other. Like, so don't start trouble.
No, I wouldn't dream of it.
Puts the flyer back. Get out of here, kid.
All right. All right. Help.
Molly, as you guys are walking away, Molly's like, I think he's like the most unfriendly person we've met here.
He's yeah. Yeah.
Do you think they like have guns and stuff?
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. This backwoods town? Probably.
Oh boy. Okay. Do you want to go?
Yeah, we'll go to Dr. Hal, I think he said. Mile south.
Yeah.
Typical yokel.
So you go to, so Doc Hal is known as the only physician in town. He has an urgent care facility. Pretty easy to find. You can just see a sort of, along the main road, this sort of long, half-circle driveway that leads into this not quite large building. It's like brick, just this urgent care up top over there. It has a set of double doors that actually like move electronically. It's aside from the grocery store, like the most advanced thing you've seen in this town.
Oh my goodness.
As you walk in, you immediately are attacked by a German Shepherd. Just runs up, jumps onto your chest. Make an agility roll.
German Shepherds are
6.
Tumble backwards immediately as you are constantly lit. Molly gives a little like, oh my god! Starts uncaring, like not even realizing that the German Shepherd's on you, just stomping on the way. She starts scratching her belly. Like, and you hear a Dorothy come. Stops and the German Shepherd Dorothy moves away. You see a young, very tall Korean man with short black hair, white coat on, looks clean shaven, sitting behind a desk with a computer, just an old monitor. We see that yellowish plastic of the monitor, running like Windows 95, a filing cabinet next to him. He stands up, says, what can I help you with?
Extend my hand out to shake hands. Hi, I'm Ike Vance. You new in town may have heard of me.
Perhaps.
Sure, news gets around quick around here.
My name is Hal, and that's Dorothy.
Pleasure to meet you, Hal and Dorothy.
I'm Molly. Pleasure to meet you, Molly. So, what sort of injury do you have?
None yet, but actually I came here looking for lab equipment. I was told you might have some.
Lab equipment?
Yeah, I need to, that's a long story, but I need to run some tests on various things.
Like what?
Chemicals and other exotic metals.
How old are the two of you?
Look, I can make it worth your time.
Looks at you and then Molly. I'm not very much interested in money, Mr. Vance.
Well, what are you interested in?
Well, I'm just a humble doctor. I don't need for much, but I don't mind helping people. But I need to know what I'm helping them with.
Okay. Well, you know all for example, the giant creatures that attacked the town a little while ago?
Consider me vaguely aware.
Yeah, it's related to that. We're trying to determine exactly, well, some details related to that.
I threw my dice across the room.
You do that so often.
I do. That's the farthest it's ever gone.
What did it land on?
Oh, it's all.
What did it land on?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, true.
Well,
12.
12.
Mid.
I'm gonna put that.
Yeah. Mid.
Molly isn't the only one who likes to fidget. It says,
So I got my penguin.
what exactly do you need?
I've got a list. Anything you got related to it, hand them over the written list.
It's been a while since university. I may have some tools.
Okay. I'd be happy to borrow them from you, or use them here, whatever you prefer.
Are you aware of the North family? Roland, Rhea.
I've heard of their name.
Well, years ago, Arcadian Haven had a bit of a restoration project headed by the North family. A lot of areas around here were built but not finished as a result of this project. And thus I may have some tools that you can use left over from those projects. Never fully realized. I haven't had much use for them myself. Interested?
I would be, yeah.
Takes a look at the list. They're a little difficult to transport, though. Sensitive, old, not as modern as anything you would like. But it may get the job done.
Okay. No, I appreciate that. Weight is not going to be an issue. Sensitivity might. But,
He motions towards the back. He says, there's a storage room over there where they're kept. I can set them up. But I don't feel comfortable transporting them over long distances.
okay.
Hence the fragility of them.
Understandable. Yeah. Well, let me know, before I go any further, what do you mean by you like to help people?
Well, I took an oath, didn't I?
Yeah, I bet.
I don't like seeing people hurt. I see it a lot. And even though I don't like it, I can sure as hell do something about it.
Well, how can I help you?
Well, let's take a look out back and see if you can help me set some of this stuff up.
All right.
All right, make a technology roll. Molly's gonna help.
All right.
Nat 20 for Molly. You get a
Molly,
plus
damn.
5.
Killing it.
Yo, you're both killing it. Damn. Nerds.
And 30 altogether.
You guys are a bunch of geeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the dry, deadpan demeanor of Doc Hal makes for a not great conversation in terms of trying to pass time. I think you're going to spend the rest of the day. You go in the back, and you do see he has this large storage hall. The way the building is set up, initially, as you see the front desk wide open in the front lobby area with the desk, and there's a hallway that leads into several small, maybe about half a dozen small patient rooms. But as you move, there's it's hard to see from the angle. It's only as you walk you see an L turn at the far end, and that's where you see like a bathroom in a corner and whatnot, and then another larger, like thicker door that he opens, and indeed is like a storage room, segmented into different sections. It's basically the rest of this building is composed of this. A lot of his medical tools. There's a lot of extra stuff packaged and sealed properly. Everything is pristine, sterile. It's so organized and proper. And eventually he leads you to this more darker corner where it's just a bunch of tarps thrown over, kind of messily, over a lot of this equipment. And he pulls it off and he says, just gives a comment, just saying, being on the Arcadian Haven Council has a few perks. And you do see some pretty advanced equipment here. This is nothing in terms of advanced industries you would see in your labs, but it's like high-grade university, like biotech equipment. And with Molly's help, you can get the necessary tools you need to work on, essentially, I'll say, and you can mark this down, you have access now to like equipment that lets you study chemicals.
Cool.
And other biotech equipment.
Pretty handy.
Pretty nice.
I'll say it doesn't give you bonuses on making these checks, but it allows you to make them without -5s and all that.
Right. That's big.
Oh,
That's
no.
huge.
And yeah,
Okay.
so maybe it's like 11 p.m., 11:30,
Ah, shit.
and you guys finally finish up.
Grocery store's closed. Damn. Tomorrow.
And he says, all right, looks all set up. You two know your way around a lab.
Yeah, well, we've, well, she definitely knows more than I, but we've had some training.
Well, I'm a little beat. At one of the desks, he places something. And when he pulls his hand away, you see a key. He says, why don't you lock up on the way out?
Will do.
Don't try anything funny either. I have a guard dog. So that music changed.
Made it seem less threatening.
You try to be threatening. Groovin'. Don't try anything or my guard dog will do her thing. See Dorothy, who's just been laying in a little bed now, just doing the run thing.
Don't worry, I definitely don't want to endanger any of this equipment, or your lab, or your office, or anything like that, so.
Gives you a wave more though.
All right, have a
That was
good night.
really nice of him.
Yeah, unexpected.
Look at all this stuff.
Yeah, what do you think? We got enough here?
I only one way to find out. Let's give it a try.
All right, let's do it.
How's that auto injector looking?
Terrible.
All right, let me assist. Oh, +5 again.
Wow.
18.
Damn. Oh, that was some Looney Tunes shit.
All this. It's all right. Okay.
You got high.
Yeah.
You got high?
20
Funny.
You got high.
altogether, all the bonuses.
So with this technology roll, you're able to get a good amount of information from this study. I will let you ask 3 questions.
I don't even know what to ask about this. I didn't even think about it. We get this far.
I didn't think I'd get this far.
Give me the specific and technical chemical composition of this drug, or alternatively,
Yeah. It's all H2O. Just water in there.
I knew it.
It's invisible juice.
I'm afraid it all dissipated.
How addicting is this?
So, running your tests through it, you can definitely ascertain through basically the chemical structure of this, comparing it to known existing databases, which has actually made it a lot easier with a lot of the literature around this urgent care facility, you know, literature that probably hasn't been touched in a while, but still exists there. Highly addictive.
All right. How damaging to the body is it?
Testing it against some essentially maybe you take some drops of your own blood, kind of put it in against organic matter or anything like that. It's it works in a way of stimulating mutations and using that, essentially rewriting DNA structures, and eventually causes heavy degradation. But you're not quite sure if that's because of the particular sample you used. It's not. It varies, right? Like Molly tries on hers with varying degrees, and it lasts longer than with you. Anything like that. It's it seems more complicated than even this tech would allow you to ascertain.
All right. Of the various components and elements and etc. that make up this drug, which one is the hardest to get?
The most difficult.
Yeah, the one thing that would be the most difficult to find, rarest, etc., etc., etc.
Make for me an intellect roll.
I can do this.
Got that, smart boy?
You do that while I do some Googling.
13.
Oh.
There is something that immediately sparks your interest. This incredibly rare material, this chemical composition that you're searching for, you've seen in other tests you made. And you're racking your brain around it, wondering, whoa, what is this? I've seen something like this before, very rare. And Molly's the one, kind of, after you bring it up, says, this is just like what we found. The microwave.
Oh, of course. What the hell? People are injecting that into their bodies?
Or something like it.
We gotta tell them about it.
Okay.
I know it's, oh no. What time is it?
At this it's like,
Roll a d6.
yeah, do it. Go ahead.
Just kidding. There you go.
Thank you. 1. Oh,
Wow.
oof. It's okay.
About 1 a.m.
Crap.
This material is almost evaporated to nothing. This shimmering material just dissipating into thin air.
Okay, well, we're not going to get anything else out of this, I don't think so. We've run out of time. We got to get back there and tell them about it. Maybe in the morning.
Yeah, I'm a little beat.
Oh. All right, let's lock up and get out of here.
Sure. You got your laptop?
Yep.
As you move collecting your stuff, so lost in your studies, you see that there's emergency sort of notifications in the corner of your laptop, like blinking. Email notifications.
Shit. Oh, crap. Read the subjects for each one. For some of them, I guess.
To not go through all of the logistical jargon.
Help. Oh God, please.
SOS.
You see from your board of directors, keywords include assets frozen. Other ones include emergency board meeting tomorrow evening. Attendance mandatory. Another emphasis on assets frozen. Molly's sort of like on the other side of the room petting Dorothy, who's had another bout of energy. Ready to go? It's real tired, huh?
I am now.
What's up?
I'll just show her the screen.
Assets, bro. Oh.
Bastards.
Oh, that's not good.
I still own a controlling share in the company. They have no right to do this.
I know. Come on, why don't we get some sleep? Let's have it. Oh, boy.
Friggin' jerks! I'm kick their ass.
Yeah, come on. All right. Anybody doing anything for that day?
Yeah, I guess I just messed with the camera.
Okay. What are you doing with the camera?
I'm gonna take Bowie and be like, all right, Bowie, we found this in there. Do you know anything about it?
Sniffing.
Is it dangerous? Okay. Take the camera. I just take a picture or something.
What?
I'll take a picture of Bowie.
Of Bowie? Mm-hmm. Okay. These horror music.
Where?
Yeah, you snap a picture of Bowie, and so when you start up the camera, you do see the triangle symbol, sort of its preloaded software, and then moves into the actual digital lens. This is a very high-end, very nice camera. Snap a photo. Looks beautiful of Bowie. Bowie's just hanging out. Yes, taut like a tiger.
That's the picture.
Yeah.
I think, so as you're walking through the common, just snapping photos of Bowie as he runs around, rolling around in the dirt, whatever. One photo you take, you look at the preview, and you see something in it. You see towards, basically the backdrop is the faculty building, or at least a corner of the front door, because it's aimed downward. You see someone's foot, like shoe, walking. And you look up and nobody's there.
Bowie's foot.
Bowie's human foot.
Yeah.
Just one human foot.
I'm gonna take a picture like where the foot would be.
Yeah.
Take feet pics.
Make a perception roll.
Take feet. Ooh, a natural 18. Perception?
Yeah.
23.
23?
Yeah.
You see Mother Adele walking into the building, holding what looks to be like a basket of flowers. All her blonde hair tucked beneath her head coverings, and just looks like she's talking to somebody inside. Bowie's looking at you.
Yeah. I take another photo of Bowie.
Just Bowie.
I go a little like further to where, like, if she's talking to someone.
Made another perception roll.
Another 23.
Oof. Yeah, you see her different now, though. An entirely different picture of her and Brother Lewis. Looking at basically the door of, the open door of the faculty building. There's like the front check-in desk right when you look left. And you see Brother Lewis leaning one arm against, face covered in car grease, oil. Mother Adele talking no longer with that basket. Still perfectly poised, immaculate posture, speaking with Brother Lewis, casual tone.
I'm gonna go upstairs to Olivia's room.
Right, so you go to the dorms,
Or
walk in, go up the stairs, make a perception roll.
12?
12?
Yeah.
Snapped. It looks faintly distorted, but nothing. It's weird, as if you knew you had a steady hand, but it looks kind of warbled as if you were moving.
I'm gonna go in her room and try to, like, turn around and take a snap of the doorway.
Go ahead, try again.
Do it! Okay. 20.
You see a young girl, shaven head. Looks to be holding the door open halfway. Her back, or facing, like, out the door with a magazine behind her back, as we see Sister Miriam trying to peek around the corner as Olivia is hiding a magazine from there.
Yeah, she just sits in, like, in her room for a while and just, like, stares at the photo.
Yeah, and we see I think a memory sparks in your mind of this exact moment of being inside Olivia's room. Too dark, or too late. You two are supposed to be in bed, but she made you sneak into her room to talk about anything, really. So you heard the knock on the door as Sister Miriam tried to come in, as Olivia attempted to hide you in her room and pulled the magazine with her by accident. Just a complete, you know how these things happen, where it just cascades into in a complete mess. That's it.
Yeah, she sits in there and just sits with the photo for a while.
I think we cut to the next day. And we hear and we see a young girl, Laura Hark, at the shooting range. Practice rifle in hand, Barrett, you behind her. She is nailing that first target.
You're getting good, kid.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna get even better.
Yeah, I bet you will. You're gonna hit that far target in no time.
How long did it take you to get this good?
You know, kind of a long time.
She fires and misses the farthest target.
You know, it takes practice, but you'll get it. It's impressive.
She's quiet for a moment, just the occasional sound of gunfire. She says, so, I heard people in town are getting kind of riled up.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. With everything that's going on.
Mom was talking about Randall going around yelling at people.
Yeah, people are scared.
Are you scared?
Yeah.
No, you're not. Shut up. Misses.
Maybe a little less than them, but I'm still scared. It's normal.
She stops shooting, puts the gun down for a moment, closes her eyes. You know, I want to shoot because I don't want to be held by the neck again. I don't want to be like that again. And that guy just showed up.
Yeah. Look. It's okay to want to protect yourself and the ones you love. Just don't let it get to your head. It's hard not to. But even when you have this weapon, and even when you know how to use it, things can still go wrong. Be steady, be calm. And that's how you won't get held by the neck again.
That's what you're always like. Steady. Calm. She misses.
Well, if you let your emotions get to you, then you're gonna miss.
She puts the gun down. Takes a few steps. Just a little fuming, a little frustrated.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Tomorrow again, right?
Sure. Practice. Not just with your aim, but with your emotions.
Okay. Thanks. We're having movie night tonight at the house. Watching Hook.
Just like flashbacks. It's like all the scenes and then just back into my brain.
Whoa.
Yeah. I'll be there.
All right. Height. It's the next day.
Wednesday or Thursday?
So this would be we had dinner and then it would be Wednesday.
Okay, that's what I thought. Just
Correct.
to make sure.
Whopper Wednesday.
Whopper Wednesday. There's no Burger
That was
King
so
here.
all of that was on Tuesday.
There isn't?
Yes.
First part.
Got it.
Yep. The shooting thing is that this is Wednesday.
Okay.
Early. Or I guess actually it would be more like mid-afternoon after school.
Sure.
So Ike, so you find yourself where?
Pacing. Mad.
In the lab.
Yep. Barely able to focus. Those fucking bastards.
Molly's chewing on our marker.
Assholes. Completely unbelievable.
So it says here you can call in to a meeting if you want.
Rip them apart.
Also,
So want me to get a little green screen or something for you? I don't.
No. It's fine. I
You
just
don't.
need a neutral background. It's fine. I just need like a wall or whatever. It doesn't matter.
Point away from Apex.
Actually.
Oh, intimidation methods, right? Oh, no. Wheeling the desk around. Oh,
On the other hand.
will you decide?
I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, not at Apex.
Okay. So you're going to call in.
Yep. In
Okay.
my finest suit. And wash
So you walk in, with your nice suit on. What color is your suit?
For this, black.
Black. Ooh,
Yeah.
black suit. She fixes your tie real quick. Like, okay, looking like a CEO.
Thank you.
Knock 'em dead.
Oh, if I could reach through, I would.
Sit down in your slightly squeaky office chair. And you.
Zoom call? Is that what this is?
Yeah, it's like Neo Zoom. I don't know. In this universe, right? They rebranded. The only
it's
thing.
boom.
Yeah. it's a Skype. It's just a new Skype,
It's like
Skype.
Skype and boom.
Okay. So you are given contact information to call to join in on the meeting over here, and essentially you'll be forwarded to the actual meeting itself. The person who sent you the email is Luke Vanderbilt. As you call in, it takes a few seconds, but eventually the feed comes through, and you see Luke, who is in my notes, but I can't seem to freaking find him. Come on, Luke.
Vanderbilt.
Yeah, it made the name may. Yeah.
What'd you say?
The name.
Luke Vanderbilt. It's a good man. Hold on. If I could find him.
He's gone. He doesn't exist in this world anymore.
I guess he does. Where is this guy?
He went on both.
He's not in my. There he is. Okay. So he's a member of the board of directors for Contravance Industries. You've seen this man a lot throughout your life. He has been there since you were born. In the same position he's been in company. He's dark skin, graying, short hair. He has a tan suit on, or a beige suit. Has a cross that you can see around his neck, like chained down. He is old, maybe hitting 77, 78. His face is warm, sagging, has all rounded features, but he's the first one you see on the screen. It looks as though he's at home. He's not, or rather in another office space, not in the familiar board that you're used to seeing, like the conference room at your headquarters, your company's corporate headquarters. He says, oh, well, if it isn't, little Ike.
Old Luke, how are you?
Been doing a little better. It's good to see your face then.
Yeah, you as well.
You know, I gotta ask, where the hell have you been?
Well, unfortunately, I just need to know information, and you just don't need to know right now.
That's fair. I'm not gonna pry into your affairs. I know you're smart enough to not leave without a good cause. I respect that. He smiles, looking genuinely relieved, seeing you, and says, things aren't looking too good.
Start recording the conference.
Meeting is starting in a few minutes.
What's happened?
I'm concerned about you, and someone new joined the board.
Someone new?
Yeah.
Who?
Well, I'm about to find out. Meeting starting. And the window expands out again to a third window. You can see Luke. Basically, both of you are calling. Various other people join as well, people who couldn't make it, but are calling from various different places. You can actually see location tags, some from like Dubai, another one from Tokyo, France, all these places. Most of them at HQ, though. You can see the large contemporary boardroom of Vance Industries. Sleek, contemporary, just this futuristic looking screens all throughout the wide hall. Almost excess in how it's created. This large table, it isn't like this rectangular or circular kind of oval shaped table. It's like this sleek trapezoid design by it. Definitely like an artistic touch. You can see chandeliers or like these light fixtures all over the walls that are modern, postmodernism art, just like metal structures, very industrial, kind of how it's framed. And you see a lot of suited individuals at these tables talking, muttering, and people stop and look over to you, or where the camera is facing and looking. You can feel their eyes on you specifically as you enter. And people nod. You hear individuals like, Ike, pleasure to have you. Ike, good to see you again, Ike.
Pleasure to see everyone here as well, and those not in the room. Looking around, trying to find that unfamiliar face.
You don't see it. You look. Luke speaks up. All right, let's quiet down, everyone. Let's begin the meeting. It's come to our attention here that there's some changes happening among the board of directors here in Contravance Industries. I know you're all seeking answers as to the recent disappearance of young Ike here. but it's also a day of celebration in some ways. You can tell Luke is sort of reading a lot of these points. It says, it has been quite a few months, I think almost a better part of a year since we've seen her in the boardroom, but she should be arriving and you see at the far end of the entrance to the main HQ boardroom, the doors open, and you see a young woman walking into the boardroom. We as an audience immediately see the striking resemblance to Ike. Short brown hair, straight bangs along the forehead. There's she's wearing what looks to be these wide-legged open pants, this sort of sleeveless black top, almost business casual in a sense, leaning more towards the casual side of her. She has a watermelon hair clip just clipped onto her brown hair. She has this long, large black belt with this shining buckle in the middle to kind of bring the outfit together, and black dress shoes as she walks in. People stand up, giving her a bit more attention than when even you appeared on the screen suddenly. Let's welcome back Isabella Vance. Everyone nods. She just recently acquired the Tokyo contract. The manufacturer is over there. And people, oh. She sits down at the head of the table, looking straight in the middle of the frame at you, Ike. Brother?
Sister?
Pleasure to hear from you for once. I'm sure the board feels the same way.
It's a pleasure to see you. Back in your element.
Never really left, unlike someone. The board.
It's me, I'm the board.
Thank you for welcoming me back to headquarters over here. I've missed it dearly. Now, I don't want to hog up all the attention here, but I want to announce the recent individual who will be joining the board of directors as our chief financial officer of Vance Industries. Please, Mr. Birch, if you would. A man enters to a bit less fanfare. This man's older, maybe in his 60s, though impressively built. Wide shoulders. He's a large man. Like, you could tell at one point maybe he was larger in an unhealthy way, but has since turned around. He's clean shaven, has short hair, all very clean cut. Looks like he just shaved, has that baby face kind of look. Strong chin. He is wearing a brown suit, the sort of darker color highlighting his hazel eyes. This older gentleman walks very similarly to your sister, with this air of complete control of everything around them and confidence. Everyone, please meet Henry Birch. Nods, yeah. Exchanges quick pleasantries. He sits down next to your sister, brings a leg up, laces his fingers together, and says, "It is my esteemed honor to be a part of the board of such an illustrious company as Vance Industries." Someone speaks up, corner, says, Why weren't we told of this earlier?
An excellent question.
Isabella looks at this individual. She might as well just throw a dagger at his forehead as he drops down, sits, says, I knew that the acquisition of our new partner here, Mr. Birch, would be controversial among the board of directors. After all, he was, if you all did your proper research, the CEO of one of our competitors very recently. Yes, of course. You might know of my pedigree with Spearhead Tech. People stop. Look at Henry, then Isabella, then at you, like opposite sides of the table. Of course, my previous company is still near and dear to my heart. But I had to depart, unfortunately. As you know, it wasn't quite as lucrative, not a great investment for someone in my position after, well, you all know what happened 5 years ago. I don't think I need to reiterate information there. Make a intelligence roll.
Oh boy. Hey.
Nice.
16.
16. Spearhead Tech is a very, at one point, quite larger than Contravance Industries, a biotech pharmaceutical company that, much like Vance Industries, had its fingers in every part of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Their CEO, Wilt Lucius, made headlines 5 years ago after the material parallax and the subsequent invasion and attack on New York, where Wilt Lucius spotted as corrupted, more creature than man. Whether or not his own sanity remained intact at that point, nobody knows. In Times Square and subsequent areas, he was caught in images, chaotic, but enough for the internet to piece together in a fight with 3 very popular young heroes. And after that, Spearhead Tech took a complete and utter dive in stocks, the value of the company plummeting, and forced to rebrand, which saved the company into Spearhead Pharmaceuticals. Headed by Henry Birch, allegedly. I hope you know that. Well, I've done all that I can for my previous company, and I want to move on to bigger and better projects. And what bigger and better project than, well, what the young Vances have built here. Yes, so we will not take into question the credentials of Mr. Birch.
Oh, we won't.
No, we won't, brother.
We won't point out that this person, a former CEO of a company that is our direct competitor, and by his own admission, is still near and dear to his heart, may be a conflict of interest.
I assure you, Mr. Vance, I have cut all ties with my previous company. As I said, I've pushed it to its limits, and unfortunately those limits are too low for even myself. I strive for, well, much greater aspirations now. Brother, interesting that you decided to have a voice within the board today. I'm not mistaken, for the past month and a half, 2 months maybe, no one has heard from you. Even Marie was a bit tight-lipped. Would you like to explain to the board of directors what it is you're doing on whatever current escapade you're on?
Oh, gladly. I am on something of a sabbatical. Finding purpose, charity work, goodwill.
You neglected to inform the board of a sabbatical. Why is that?
I didn't think that my actions warranted their warning that they could survive and thrive, as many of them have, without my direct input, without either of our direct input.
Well, brother, I know you're a bit too young to understand this, a little, maybe a bit naive, but when you control as many shares as you do within a company, transparency is very important. Flimsy excuses like that, well, you don't make a lot of friends here. But, of course, as I said, you're young. And maybe the board can excuse this act of gross negligence on your behalf. So, until we get more concrete answers from you, I ordered to have your assets frozen. We do share accounts, brother. Mother and father always wanted us to share. The boardroom is completely silent. Everyone's looking down. Henry Birch claps his hands together and says, it seems as though there's a bit of a tension in the air between siblings. And as we all know, siblings don't always like to, they're more predisposed to conflict. Everyone taking this kind of flimsy excuse out.
Mr. Birch, with all due respect, shut the hell up.
Laces his fingers together, sits back. You have something to say, brother?
Yeah, your freezing of my assets, that is directly impeding my charity work. People are going to be hurt or die because of those lack of assets that I need to save people's lives.
Brother, we work with plenty of charitable agencies, nonprofits from around the world. I'm sure we can make some careful donations to them, only if you tell us which ones to make these donations to. And for what cause? Earthquake, hurricane, disease, famine.
Well, at this time, details are sensitive. I am not at liberty to share information about my circumstances, even amongst the board.
She looks to either sides of the table. Interesting. There's another matter I'd like to discuss. It's relevant. I'd like to call a vote amongst the board for the immediate dismissal of Ike, my brother. Again, marking his gross negligence and sudden disappearance. Very, well, non-satisfactory. So I think we should put to the vote now. Why not waste any more time here? And you hear, if I may speak. Yes, Mr. Vanderbilt. Please. We all trust Ike here. We've known him all his life and all of your life too, Miss Isabella.
Sounds legit.
If Ike has a reason for his actions, and an altruistic one at that, I'm inclined to believe him, as I'm sure many of you are. But I can't say what he's done is the most professional choice on his behalf, but again, we're all been young. Even now, I made my share of mistakes. Mr. Vanderbilt, could you please get to the point? Of course. Well, what if we give Ike a bit more time to accomplish whatever task it is and to reveal the information of his particular quest over to the board? How much time are we talking here, Mr. Vanderbilt? Well, the New Year's coming up. I mean, perhaps it's sufficient to say maybe by the beginning of next month, you'll be ready to share more information with us. Say, well, let's make it a solid month from now, January 10th.
That is acceptable. By then, I should be able to present to the board a more satisfactory answer to what exactly I am doing, where, and why. Until then, as Mr. Vanderbilt has so eloquently stated, I just need time.
All in favor of Mr. Vanderbilt's proposal to give an extension to Ike's sabbatical till January 10th. Please raise your hands.
Come on, get him up. There we go.
Last time I let the players become the board of directors. Oh, raise your hand. Yeah, you see everyone start raising their hands. You see Henry Birch raise his hand as well. And after counting, she looks around. Well, little brother, seems you got out of this one. I think, however, we shall keep your assets frozen for now.
Oh.
Yes, I'm sure our new chief of finances over here can see to it that you have what you need for essentials into the accounts. But with such lack of transparency, I don't believe full access to the resources of Contravance Industries is appropriate. All in favor to this.
What are you doing? See that?
Yeah. Luke doesn't raise his hand. Henry Birch doesn't at first until Isabella looks at him and he raises his hand. A fair compromise, brother.
Well, with other people's lives in your hands, you've made the decision.
I'm used to it.
I know you are.
Then I think we can call this meeting adjourned, unless anyone has anything else to bring up.
Well, I have a HR complaint, but
Okay, you're fired.
I can't sell his Girl Scout cookies.
Very good. Pleasure seeing you again, little brother. Marie sends her regards.
Slam. I can't tell my computer anymore.
You'd like to replace them.
I'm normal now.
No, not my rich powers.
You get you
Hi,
you
Umbra.
hear the call notification from your closed laptop. Open it up and you see a private call from Luke.
Answer it, yeah.
Well, that could have gone worse, I suppose.
It went exactly how my sister wanted it to go, or at least as close as possible. That horrible bitch.
Yes, well, I know you two didn't always get along, but that's a little much even for her.
It's an understatement.
Sorry I couldn't get a hold of you earlier. Your sister arrived fairly recently, and with that Birch fellow, I've been putting a lot of pressure onto the board.
Yeah, well, speaking of which, Luke, I know I've always been able to trust you through all this time, and next things I'm going to say, I need to trust you completely with this.
Of course.
I am, but I'm not going to tell you where I am, but I'm in a situation right now where I could be changing the fate of certain events that could lead to another New York. Different location.
I'm very glad you didn't bring this up to the board.
No.
What are you doing?
It's extremely complicated and extremely dangerous even to be discussing this much.
If you continue to pursue this, is it worth your company?
I think it's worth everything.
I trust you, boy, but can't say I'm not scared for you.
I appreciate that. I'm not alone out here. I've got some very skilled and trustworthy people here with me.
Listen, I might be able to work through a small stimulus over from your frozen assets on your
Yeah.
accounts. It won't be much, but might help you accomplish something.
Just a couple hundred G's.
Yeah, just at least 4 million.
That's perfect.
Small
A
little
pittance.
If you have any, I can't get it to you directly. Send me information on something you might want to purchase.
Yeah.
I might be able to slip it through some expense reports.
Okay.
Won't be able to do much though. That Birch guy, he's good.
Yeah, keep an eye on him. There's another company out there. I don't know if I should even say their name right now. It's kind of risky to get anybody involved, but they've got their hands in a lot of strange things. Keep an eye on him specifically. And my sister as much as you can.
I can promise for him, but yeah, I'll try with your sister.
Hey.
I tried years ago.
I know. Thank you.
Stay safe, Ike.
I will try. You too.
Click. So you see Molly from the up the little stairs over into the deeper in the RV. She poked her head out. How did it go? Oh, not good.
No, not great. My sister's in town, apparently. Not here, obviously, but
Oh, your,
perhaps at the...
your sister.
Yeah,
Oh, that's not.
she's causing chaos, as she does.
Yeah, no. What else is new?
Ugh.
Wow. Okay. Are you okay?
It's been a hell of a week.
Well, maybe we can keep your mind off things.
Yep.
She walks over to you. Stops. Just kind of takes the laptop as you're squeezing it too hard. Puts it down and says, let's work on something. Let's see if we can get that Genesis trigger.
Right. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get everybody here. They'll all want to know.
Right. All right. So, gathering people up. You taking them all to the van, the truck, the jalopy.
Now, yeah.
Who are you taking there? Who do you want present?
Barrett and Arabelle, of course. Molly as the lab assistant. Actually, I would ask, who else should be involved in this?
Agatha.
Are we still?
Apparently.
Okay, we're still calling her that.
Definitely her.
Yeah. What about like the sheriff or somebody like that? No.
I don't think so.
I think a small crowd is good for now.
Okay.
Once we learn more information, if we deem it necessary to share, then we will.
Yeah.
All right.
I also have to sneeze pretty bad, but it's not coming out.
Thanks for sharing, Barrett.
Yeah. It's a real struggle right now.
Bless you, I guess. Say watermelon.
Watermelon. No, it's
No,
not.
you gotta say it slower. You gotta
You say watermelon, and
moving
Ike, you immediately see the hair flip in your sister's hair. Like, watermelon.
First lessons.
It's gone.
So who are you gathering? So these two, Molly,
And
Agatha.
quote unquote Agatha, yes.
Okay.
Who anybody tuning in for this first session? Good luck.
Misty comes in.
Yeah.
Cedric and Xavier are not around, so she's fine with you calling her Misty instead of Agatha at the moment. You all meet up in the back of the your little lab. Apex kind of looming over you.
Leaning down like, what's up?
Let's do science, bitches.
Show me what you got.
All right. We see on this sort of little stand that Molly made for the Genesis chair just to hold it upright. This little prong like clipped onto it there on this on this metal base. It says all right. So this is a Genesis trigger.
Apparently.
If we can use this, we might be able to find where bleeding edge is. I don't know how. That's not really my expertise. Looks over to Ike and Molly.
You really sure it's safe to even attempt to use one of these things?
No.
Absolutely not.
All right.
We have no idea how any of this works.
Well, once we find out, we're gonna have to use it on someone. I doubt we could make an Umbra from a chair or a desk.
I doubt it too. Let's see how it works first.
We don't even know that it will work, so.
Yeah, we should be ready for anything too.
Who knows?
And I guess later, if we do find out how it works, Bowie knows how to kind of track that stuff, so he could be an asset as well.
Alright, well, let's start from scratch.
All right.
All right, make a tech roll. The two of you can assist.
I'll do my very darndest.
Do you have any points in tech?
I do.
I have Jack of all trades.
I have.
Okay.
Ooh, all right.
I have
Molly?
4 technology.
Molly will assist as well.
I have no points in it, but I can use it at least.
You girl is feeling super smart today.
She discovers it. She's like, get out of my way.
Get out.
This country bumpkins are about to solve neuroscience like you wouldn't believe.
It's like when Charlie thinks he could speak a different language.
Sarah?
14.
24.
So you get a +5.
All right.
Hell yeah.
28.
Nice, bro.
Hell yeah.
Do it, I
All right. So you're starting this around Wednesday night, I believe. was it evening, I should
Yeah.
say.
Yep.
This experimenting is going to take 3 days of constant work, sleepless work. You and Molly kind of buckle down. The two of you, obviously more meant to talk about experiences at some point. So I think it starts with a sort of interview-like process about Umbras and your experience with them. Molly kind of sits down to have you talk about what it's like inside of an Umbra, like your different experience with different types of Umbras, how they work, everything like that. Molly describes her experiences to the best of her ability. Then another process, after all that interviewing, it's time to start forming hypotheses. It's time to try to break down what this device could be, what it might be doing, how it could be accomplishing this task, what the final objective is of it as it's used. A lot of the first night are these planning stages. You're moving so carefully through every process, knowing that if you fail, if you disrupt, damage, destroy this object, you may never again have a chance.
We're gonna use the scientific method in this bit.
You invent a new scientific method just for this.
Part 2. Science squared.
We invented science too.
Yeah.
We did it.
Fine, I'll have my own science with hookers and blow.
The next day, so on Thursday, it becomes much more involved, the device itself. Now you're starting to examine the hardware, realize what sort of input is compatible with it, and you almost have to, it's not like there's a USB slot, USB-C connects to it. With enough examinations of it, you're able to ascertain an input that you have to create yourself from scratch. Using all of the hardware at your disposal, you basically have to tell these two, like, you go into town, I need this. Almost have like a bargain, like a budget. You all work together, getting necessary supplies. And start working through the hardware, trying to infiltrate the security structure of this object. On Friday, you start digging into the software of it. This own custom coding that is leagues beyond anything you've seen. The cups of coffee are stacked. We see Arabella brewing another cup, kind of just leaving it alone. Molly and Ike, both of you have absolute just potato sacks under your eyes. It's dark circles. Misty is almost pervasive, like too close to you throughout this entire process. Like, you have to often tell her, like, give me another foot, please. Like,
I mean, no,
that's true. There is this bit of, like, we see like a really quick bit of her like very close to Ike, and she is a attractive individual. Yeah. Molly's like, can you try to look at this one? This is an interesting line of code. Saturday comes around, and you start doing minor experiments with it. You're actually able to tap into the initiation protocol of the Genesis trigger. It gives you your second wind. At this point, it's like your fifth wind. It inspires you to work harder, to stay awake, to push through exhaustion. And you are racking up levels of exhaustion throughout this. Late Saturday night, your lab's a complete mess. and you've come to quite a few conclusions on what the Genesis trigger does, how it achieves it. Molly notes that experimentation needs to be done to confirm, and Misty immediately volunteers.
Well, I mean,
You sure that's safe?
No, nobody is.
Then why are you jumping at the chance?
Because I have the most experience with the Umbras. If this pushes me into one, a strange one, I know how to get out.
I do think you're the most qualified, but that's also kind of why I don't know if it's a good idea for you to go in.
it sort of sounds backwards, but I'm inclined to agree.
Molly says, we don't have to do a full initiation of it, just a test.
Well, I guess we need to do something.
Yeah.
What about?
Bowie's in like a cup of coffee that's like cold, it's from yesterday, just looking. Yeah. I mean, we could try him too.
He knows the way. He might be able to do better than me.
That's up to you guys. Myself, a little buddy over there.
I don't know.
Well, if you go in and somehow can't get back out, I would like to have Bowie here to try and track you down.
Oh, that's smart.
I was thinking the opposite.
If Bowie goes in there and gets lost, who's gonna find him?
I guess that's true. We just have to hope that if Misty does go in and she gets lost, that we can find her. Otherwise, we're kind of in a pickle.
All right, so you're going in, and then we'll wait. How long, just in case? If it goes longer than what, a minute?
I'd say even less. 10 seconds.
Okay, 10
We'll
seconds.
Move up in increments.
Okay, let me go get Apex.
Apex just.
Hey, buddy, let me in.
Do you think you two should take a nap?
Yeah, I think that might actually be a good idea.
But we're so close.
We're so. Falls on our desk. Close.
Oh, I better not do that.
Missy can go in. Me and Arabella can handle it.
You sure? I mean, who am I asking? Yes, of course.
We might not even be opening an Umbra here.
Exactly, so
Okay.
worst case, that best case, nothing happens and we're fine.
We're just recording information here.
Exactly.
All right. Fine.
Alright. Misty. Basically, you guys have to pull up a chair into the center, near the computers and everything. Obviously, you don't have like strapped like chairs or anything. You have to go get belts, like make sure she doesn't move. You have to put the what are the little like circle, like the sensor? There's a word for them.
Oh, like for the
Electro
EKG
EEG?
machine for your
EEG?
It's one of those. It's E-word.
science.
Yeah, science.
Lots of
science stickers.
Indicator sensors, gauges.
I think it's an EEG.
A lot of EEGs.
No, I like science stickers.
Science stickers.
Cephalograph.
You're connected to all the laptops that you brought, the monitors, everything onto there. Apex is close. Electrodes. Thank you. That was it. Thank you, Logic.
Yeah, thank you.
Love you, Logic.
Oh, wow.
She sits down. You guys strap her in over there. Molly hands the Genesis trigger to you.
Yes.
Barrett. Just says, just hold it above her eye. Just above here.
Yeah. All right. Just slowly.
Yep, just hold it there. She goes to the computer. I can you run protocol CB here? Okay. All right. We're recording, right?
Yep. Yep.
Like, initiating test protocols over here and engage. We see the wires hanging from the Genesis trigger itself. It springs from your hand, and you have to let go. As 4 prongs stick into the skin like needles around Misty's eye. You see a glow and a slight hum. Okay, looking good so far. Misty, her eyes forced open at this point. That pin prick right against. Plunges under her eye, up into her frontal lobe. And everything turns dark around all of you. Your vision's hazy, but moving. Involuntarily. A passenger. You feel exhausted and more terrified than you've ever felt before. A fear both familiar, yet not your own. Panic. Constricting of your chest, the sweat in the back of your neck. Your clothing is in tatters as you move. You're in this muddy field. Looks almost like a bog, but there's patches of what looks to be long strips of plain lands. A pine tree, suddenly. All these different pieces of land that don't match. You see a sand pit. And above you, you look up and you see a red sky. Misty, murky, cloudy, red. And you hear Misty's voice. Please, hello? Please, 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 anybody, please. I don't know, where am I? Adam. Darkness. You wake up covered in this mud, this sludge. You get up onto your knees, knowing you cannot cry anymore. I'm gonna die here. Well, I don't know about that. What? You turn to see bone thin, disjointed body, leathery skin, an old, wilted man. Bald patches all over him, thin, wispy beard, teeth missing, some rotted. In front of him, a fireplace, or a fire pit with a cauldron, small, bubbling. It smells wonderful. Looks like you found yourself in the wrong place. What? Who? Where? Well, maybe you should stop asking so many questions right now and fill that stomach of yours. You've been wandering around forever. I've been watching. You You've been watching, and I've been here for days, and yep. Yeah, what? Yep, come on, go ahead, sit. Uman's the name, old Uman. And I think I can help you out. But, well, nothing's free. Fade to black. And all of you find yourselves once again in the lab. Standing in place, all of you just suddenly wobbling. In your chair, your head almost strikes the keyboard. You bring it up.
The hell was that?
The Genesis trigger falls, clatters onto the floor. And Misty breaks out of her bonds and rolls onto the floor and immediately starts vomiting this bile of blood.
Whoa.
I'm gonna immediately get to her and be like, Misty, are you okay? Take a breath.
She
Take a second.
raises her hand at you and says, "Don't." She punches the floor and the whole truck shakes. There's a warping.
Whoa.
I knew it was a bad idea.
She stands up,
Just give her a
wipes
second.
her mouth. Sorry. I'll clean that up. Molly just clacking away. It worked. That was a lot of data there.
Yeah, it must have been. Any idea what we just saw?
It was a memory.
Memory from what?
What happened to me? Material parallax.
That's what that was?
Yeah.
All right. At least it wasn't anything directly dangerous.
How are you feeling? Physically, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Really?
Yeah. Got it out of my system.
Well, at least for the test, we should also do some tests to make sure you're actually okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, fine. We'll do that later.
What can we do with the data we just got?
Give us an hour.
Yeah.
As the hour comes to an end, this is what you learn. The Genesis trigger works by breaking down a person's neural impulse, seizing the interneuron mid-transmission and introducing a unique stimulus that causes the axon in the nerve to deliver a strange chemical to the synapse. This new chemical, this stimulus, causes a chain reaction, which forces the brainwaves of the subject to manifest as an Umbra. Looking deeper, the mathematical sequence that's uploaded to the Genesis trigger happens remotely upon initiation from a source that can be traced, but the signal is so brief and the data that is received is immediately erased upon acquisition.
I'm gonna have to have you repeat that later, so...
Yeah, I need a pencil.
No, I
Do you
deleted
start
it.
over?
Oh, well.
Molly turns to the three of you, and Misty says, "We can't trace this right now. But if we can link together multiple Genesis triggers, we can extend the code."
Multiple Genesis triggers. You know what that means, though.
I know, but that's the only way we're going to be able to get the signal long enough to trace it. This is incredible. Molly, her eyes are wide. She looks excited, enthralled, completely in her element here. She says, this is inconceivable. I've never seen anything like this before.
So what you're saying is we'll have to leave that tree open and let them come to us again and get another one from them.
There's no way we could figure out another way to find the source.
Yeah, there's gotta be a way we can get to them instead of wait. That doesn't...
Misty, that's what Bowie's for. That's what I've been taking him into the Umbra all this time, again and again. He led you to that one. If another one is used, maybe he'll know.
And Bowie's the signal. We wait for him. Show us the way.
I hope he knows the way. Sometimes he just takes us where he wants to go.
Bowie stands in the middle of all of you. We cut away. To a large blue luminescent tree. Leaves glowing like embers and little stars. Clouds swirl above and stop just as fast as it began. And we see, instead of the large spewing star from Beast Prior in the middle of the tree where they came from, we see a small spill, and out of it pops this riddling mass of metal and flesh. And it starts crawling, writhing away from the tree. And that's where we'll end tonight's session. All right. Hope you liked what you seen on this week's episode of the Umbra Initiative.
God, that was awesome. That was an Ike episode, and I'm here for it.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
here.
here for it. That was really
love
good.
it.
You guys so much.
That was really
It
good.
was so
That was
good.
a lot of fun.
That was so good.
If you liked what you see, make sure you check us
So
out
many
on
notes.
Spotify. We're on anywhere you get your podcasts. We're also on Twitter, the Umbra Initiative. We're also over YouTube, youtube.com/the Umbra Initiative, where you can find us.
Oh yeah.
And check out Discord. If
We
you
got
like
that
what you
poll
see,
question
talk about
up?
the episode in the Discord. And we have our
Yes.
poll question up over there, so make sure you
Yeah.
go answer that when we give our the answer next week.
Mm-hmm.
Except Podbean.
Yeah. No Podbean.
We're on
Ooh.
Podbean. Not
What
Pod.
about Podnut?
If you're looking for more content as well, remember last time we met, we had our Halloween special
Yeah.
where we reenacted totally faithfully
Yeah.
the movie of Hook.
It was like 1 for 1, you know?
It was very fun.
Definitely didn't deviate at all in any way, shape, or form.
We stream twitch.tv/PaslaTV every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m.
Mhm.
And you'll see us next week.
Yeah.
Anything else? Here we go. Good.
Yep.
I think that's it.
Yeah, man.
All right. Bye. We're gonna raid. Bye.
Yeah, bye.